Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I'm Naresh Mago and with me is Reshma Tiwari with the Midday News. The headlines. 5G services launched in the country. Prime Minister says instead of being a mere consumer, New India will be the leader in developing and implementing technology. Digital India program has a big vision of development with the aim to take technology to common people, says Prime Minister. President Draupadi Murmu to award the cleanest states and cities in New Delhi today. Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur to launch Swachh Bharat 2022 at Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. UGC allows higher education institutions to create 25% supernumerary seats for foreign students. New Delhi condemns continued targeting of innocent students at educational places in Afghanistan. Haryana leads medals table at National Games 2022 with 9 gold, 3 silver and 4 bronze. And in women's cricket, T20 Asia Cup begins at Sylhet in Bangladesh. Host Bangladesh defeat Thailand by 9 wickets in the tournament opener. Match between India and Sri Lanka underway. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today launched the 5G services at a function at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi. 5G technology will provide seamless coverage, high data rate, low latency, and highly reliable communication. It will also increase energy efficiency, spectrum efficiency, and network efficiency. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Modi said that the launch of 5G services is a gift from the telecom industry to 130 crore Indians and a step towards the new era and also the beginning of infinite opportunities.
आज का ये ऐतिहासिक अवसर एक राष्ट्र के तौर पर, भारत के एक नागरिक के तौर पर हमारे लिए नई प्रेरणा लेकर आया है। क्यों न हम इस 5G टेक्नोलॉजी का उपयोग करके भारत के विकास को अभूतपूर्व गति दें। क्यों न हम इस 5G टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल करके अपनी अर्थव्यवस्था को बहुत तेजी से विस्तार दें। क्यों न हम इस 5G टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल करके अपनी प्रोडक्टिविटी में रिकॉर्ड वृद्धि करें।
The Prime Minister said at the time of 2G, 3G and 4G services, India was dependent on other countries for technology, but with the launch of 5G services, the country has created a new history. He added that with 5G, India is setting a global standard in telecom technology for the first time.
5G इंटरनेट का पूरा आर्किटेक्चर बदल कर रख देगा। इसलिए भारत के युवाओं के लिए आज 5G बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी लेकर आया है। विकसित भारत का संकल्प लेकर आगे बढ़ रहा हमारा देश दुनिया के अन्य देशों के साथ किस तरह कदम से कदम मिलाकर चल रहा है।
Touching upon the vision of Digital India program, the Prime Minister said that the program has a very big vision of development and its aim is to take technology to common people, which works for the people and by connecting with the people.
ये भारत की बहुत बड़ी सफलता है। डिजिटल इंडिया अभियान की बहुत बड़ी सफलता है। डिजिटल इंडिया सिर्फ एक नाम नहीं है, ये देश के विकास का बहुत बड़ा विजन है। इस विजन का लक्ष्य है उस टेक्नोलॉजी को आम लोगों तक पहुंचाना जो लोगों के लिए काम करे और लोगों के साथ जुड़कर काम करे।
Mr. Modi mentioned that Digital India's success is based on 4 pillars, which include cost of digital device, digital connectivity, data costs, and digital first approach, and the government is focused on all of them. Mr. Modi said, like Har Ghar Jal scheme and Ujjwala scheme, the government is working on the goal of Internet for all. The Prime Minister said, from 2 mobile manufacturing units in 2014 and 0 exporting of mobile phones, the country now has over 200 mobile factories and has become a mobile phone exporting country worth thousands of crores. He also said in 2014 there were 6 crore users of broadband and now the country has around 80 crore users. Our correspondent reports that digital connectivity has been an important part of policy initiatives of government through its flagship programs such as Digital India, Startup India and Make in India. 5G services have the potential to create new-age businesses, generate additional revenue for enterprises, and provide employment arising from development of innovative use cases and technologies. Here is a report.
5G's direct contribution to the Indian economy is estimated to be $450 billion over the next 15 years. The earliest applications of 5G will be in sectors with high digital technology maturity like Industry 4.0, smart cities and fintech. With the introduction of 5G, India is poised to become a leader in fintech. Innovative technologies like UPI and RuPay are being exported to the world to help improve their financial systems. 5G will increase digital literacy of the nation and will be applied in sectors for social development like health and nutrition, education and agriculture. The use of 5G-enabled technologies offers an opportunity to make agricultural practices more sustainable and superior in yield. The launch of the much-awaited 5G services will take India a step closer to being a developed nation as envisaged by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. With Naseem Naqvi, Suparna Saikya, AIR News, Delhi.
The Prime Minister also inspected an exhibition at Pragati Maidan. He also declared open the 6th edition of the Indian Mobile Congress IMC, which is being held to 4th of October with the theme of New Digital Universe. It will bring together leading thinkers, entrepreneurs, innovators, and government officials to discuss and showcase unique opportunities emerging from the rapid adoption and spread of digital technology. Speaking on the occasion, Minister for Communications and Information Technology Ashwini Vaishnaw said, Telecom is the gateway and the foundation of Digital India, and it is the mode to bring digital services to every person.
डिजिटल सर्विसेज को जन जन तक पहुंचाने का माध्यम है। इसीलिए देश की सामाजिक और आर्थिक उन्नति के लिए एक सुदृढ़ टेलीकॉम सेक्टर की आवश्यकता है कि आज टेलीकॉम सेक्टर एक सनराइज इंडस्ट्री बन के उभर रहा है। देश में 5G सर्विसेज कई सेक्टर्स में फंडामेंटल चेंज आएगा। एजुकेशन, हेल्थ, एग्रीकल्चर, लॉजिस्टिक्स, बैंकिंग, ये ऐसे सेक्टर हैं जिसमें एक मूलभूत परिवर्तन आएगा। नई नई संभावनाएं उत्पन्न होगी। डिजिटल कैपेबिलिटीज को सेंटर में रख के उसके चारों तरफ नई सर्विसेज क्रिएट होंगी। कम्युनिकेशंस का स्वरूप बदल जाएगा।
Minister of State for Communications Devu Singh Chauhan, Reliance Industries Chairman Mukesh Ambani, Chairman of Aditya Birla Group Kumar Mangalam Birla, and founder of Bharati Enterprises Sunil Bharati Mittal also addressed the gathering.
President Draupadi Murmu will award the cleanest states and cities of Azadi at 75 Swachh Sarvekshan 2022 in New Delhi today. The day will mark the first anniversary of the launch of the Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0. With its aspirational vision of creating garbage-free cities. Over 160 awards will be given in different categories. The award ceremony will be attended by a host of dignitaries from across the country. Nearly 1,800 guests comprising state and city administrators, sector partners, subject experts, youth organizations, among others, will take part in the event. The award ceremony is being organized as part of the Swachh Amrit Mahotsav. It is being conducted by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs to celebrate 8 years of accomplishments of the Swachh Bharat Mission Urban. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said that Defence Accounts Department DAD plays an important role in nation building. Mr. Singh said Defence Ministry has been allocated 5.25 lakh crore rupees in this year's budget. He highlighted how Defence Accounts Department meticulously spends the money. Mr. Singh lauded SPARSH, System for Pension Administration Raksha for Defence Civilian and Their Families project, for its user-friendly nature. Rajnath Singh listed out the steps taken to encourage the private sector, including earmarking 68% of capital procurement budget for domestic industry in 2022-23.
The Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports, Anurag Singh Thakur, will launch a month-long nationwide Swachh Bharat 2022 at Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh today. The program is being organized in 6 lakh villages of 744 districts across the country through the network of Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan and NSS-affiliated youth clubs and institutions. Mr. Thakur said in a video message that the program will be launched with an aim to raise awareness, mobilize people, and ensure their participation in making India clean.
The objectives of the program are to organize cleaning of public spaces and households across all the districts of the country from 1st October to 31st October 2022. It will involve all segments of society, government organizations, including PRIs and non-government organizations, to instill awareness and feeling of pride among citizens to keep their surroundings clean and waste-free. Along with this, campaign will give mantra of Swachh Kal, Amrit Kal and make this program a people's movement through Jan Bhagidari. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Prayagraj.
National Mission for Clean Ganga NMCG has approved 14 projects worth 1,145 crore rupees pertaining to sewerage management, industrial pollution abatement, riverfront development and decentralized wastewater treatment. These include 8 projects of sewerage management in 5 main stem Ganga basin states: Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal. These projects were approved at the 45th meeting of the Executive Committee of NMCG held under the chairmanship of NMCG Director General G. Ashok Kumar. Ministry of Jal Shakti said 4 projects in Uttar Pradesh were approved, including tapping of Assi drain in Varanasi by constructing a 55 million litres per day sewage treatment plant STP and other works. The cost of the projects is estimated at around 308 crore rupees.
The gross GST revenue collection in the month of September remained at 1,47,686 crore rupees. This is 7 months in a row now that the monthly GST revenues have been more than 1,40,000 crore rupees mark. Of the total GST collection in September this year, CGST collection is 25,271 crore rupees, SGST is 31,813 crore rupees, IGST is 80,464 crore and cess is 10,137 crore rupees. The Finance Ministry said the revenues for the month of September 2022 are 26% higher than the GST revenues of 97,821 crore rupees in the same month last year. During the month, revenues from import of goods was 39% higher and the revenues from domestic transaction 22% higher than the revenues from these sources during the same month last year. In Madhya Pradesh, voters of 100 years or above are being honoured by the State Election Commission on International Day of Older Persons in the state today. State Chief Electoral Officer Anupam Rajan said in Bhopal today, booth-level officers and employees of State Election Commission are visiting the houses of older persons, centenary voters and honouring them. In his address, Mr. Rajan said that elderly voters will surely inspire the youth and they'll also take part in the voting with great enthusiasm. Chief Election Commissioner of India Rajiv Kumar, Election Commissioner Anup Chandra Pandey and other officials virtually participated in the program from New Delhi. There are 4,168 old people of 100 years or more in Madhya Pradesh, out of which 1,128 are male voters and 3,040 are female voters. You're listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. 5G services launched in the country. Prime Minister says instead of being a mere consumer, New India will be the leader in developing and implementing the technology. Digital India program has a big vision of development with the aim to take technology to common people, says Prime Minister. President Draupadi Murmu to award the cleanest states and cities in New Delhi today. Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur to launch Swachh Bharat 2022 at Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. UGC allows higher education institutions to create 25% supernumerary seats for foreign students. New Delhi condemns continued targeting of innocent students at educational places in Afghanistan. Haryana leads medals table at the National Games 2022 with 9 gold, 3 silver and 4 bronze. And in women's cricket, T20 Asia Cup begins at Sylhet in Bangladesh. Hosts Bangladesh defeats Thailand by 9 wickets in the tournament opener. Match between India and Sri Lanka underway. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
मुट्ठी भर अंग्रेज और हमारे विशाल देश पर राज करने का स्वप्न देखते हैं, पर हम इनके स्वप्न को चकनाचूर कर देंगे। निकल पड़े स्वाधीनता के पथ वाले, स्वतंत्रता संग्राम की
सुनी अनसुनी कहानियों के साथ स्वराज हर रविवार रात 9 बजे डीडी नेशनल पर।
कंपटीशन की अगर आप कर रहे हैं तैयारी तो उनके लिए ऑल इंडिया रेडियो पर हम लाए हैं अभ्यास, एक ऐसा कार्यक्रम जिसमें आप पूछेंगे सवाल व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9289094044 पर या फिर ईमेल करेंगे abhyas.airnews@gmail.com पर और हमारे विशेषज्ञ देंगे इसका जवाब। आपका अभ्यास हमारा प्रयास।
Higher educational institutions can now create up to 25% supernumerary seats for foreign students while adopting a transparent admission process for them. University Grants Commission Chairman Jagdish Kumar in a tweet said that the Commission has issued guidelines with regard to the 25% extra seats to be created for foreign students in universities and higher educational institutions. He said universities will be free to choose their admission policy for foreign students. The draft guidelines for admission and supernumerary seats of international students in undergraduate and postgraduate programs in higher education institutions in India were put in public domain last month for feedback and have now been notified. India has strongly condemned the continued targeting of innocent students at educational places in Afghanistan. In a tweet, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Arindam Bagchi expressed sadness at yesterday's terror attack at the Kaj Educational Center in Dasht-e-Barchi of Kabul. He extended India's condolences to the families of the victims.
Russia has vetoed the Western bid in the United Nations Security Council UNSC to condemn its annexation of Ukrainian territories. The US and Albania tabled a draft resolution at the UNSC condemning Russian referenda and annexation of 4 Ukrainian territories: Donetsk, Luhansk, Kherson and Zaporizhia. The draft resolution also demanded Russia to withdraw its troops from Ukraine immediately. The 15-nation UN Security Council voted on the resolution. Since Russia vetoed the resolution, it did not get adopted. Among the 15 nations of the Council, 10 voted in favor of the resolution and 4, India, China, Gabon and Brazil, abstained. U.S. President Joe Biden has warned Russia that the United States will not be intimidated by reckless threats after President Vladimir Putin annexed 4 occupied regions of Ukraine. The U.S. President said that America and its allies are not going to be intimidated. America is fully prepared with our NATO allies to defend every single inch of NATO territory, he said. However, top U.S. national security officials said while there was a chance of Moscow resorting to nuclear weapons, there did not appear to be an imminent threat.
South Korea's military has said that North Korea fired 2 ballistic missiles in the wee hours today, marking the 4th round of such tests in a week. The military statement said that it had detected 2 short-range missiles fired from the Sunan area in Pyongyang into the East Sea. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said the military is maintaining utmost readiness in close coordination with the United States. Japanese Vice Defense Minister Toshiro Ino called the missile launches as one-sided and persistently escalating provocations. The missile launch comes at a time when tensions are heightened as South Korea, Japan and the US held their first joint anti-submarine drills in 5 years off the Korean peninsula's east coast. The Intelligence Ministry of Iran has said that 9 foreign nationals have been arrested in connection with the ongoing protests in the country. The ministry said in a statement, citizens from Germany, Poland, Italy, France, the Netherlands, Sweden and other countries have been detained. Iran has been rocked by widespread protests for 3 weeks. Protesters have often been met with violence from security forces, leading to dozens of recorded deaths.
All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with a series, Azad Bharat Ki Baat, Akashvani ke Saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. In today's episode, we bring you the story of Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana.
Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana aims to ensure access to quality generic medicines at affordable prices for all sections of the population, especially the poor and the deprived ones. It creates awareness about generic medicines through education and publicity to counter the perception that quality is synonymous with high price only. The project also generates employment by engaging individual entrepreneurs in opening of Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana Kendra. Under the scheme, medicines are procured from the World Health Organization, Good Manufacturing Practices, WHO GMP, certified suppliers for ensuring the quality of the products. Apart from this, each batch of drug is tested at laboratories accredited by National Accreditation Board for Testing and Calibration Laboratories. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says that medicines available under the Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana are priced 50% to 90% less than that of branded prices.
हर महीने 1 करोड़ से अधिक परिवार इन जन औषधि केंद्रों के माध्यम से बहुत सस्ती दवाइयों का लाभ ले रहे हैं। जैसा कि आपने अनुभव भी किया है, जन औषधि केंद्रों पर मिलने वाली दवाओं की कीमत बाजार में जो दवाएं मिलती हैं उसी क्वालिटी की, लेकिन जन औषधि केंद्र में 50% से 90% तक उसकी कीमत कम होती है।
Resident of Pune, Zeba Khan, who is a beneficiary of the PM Jan Aushadhi Kendra, says that her earlier expenditure of 2,500 rupees has now come down to only 800 rupees, leading to considerable savings in her monthly income.
मेरा नाम ज़ेबा खान है, मैं पूना की रहने वाली हूँ, मैं किडनी पेशेंट हूँ। जो जन औषधि की शुरुआत की है, बहुत फायदा होता है मुझे उससे। पहले मैं ये दवाइयाँ 2200-2500 में खरीदती थी, मेरा बजट पूरा हिल जाता, कैसे मैं सब संभालूंगी। पर मुझे ये मालूम पड़ा पेपरों में, इस जन औषधि के में ये दवाइयाँ बहुत सस्ती मिलती है, तभी मैंने ये दवाइयाँ लेना शुरू कर दी। तो मेरे 800 रुपए में पूरी दवाइयाँ आती थी और मेरे बचे हुए पैसे मैं घर भी चला सकती थी, मेरे बच्चों के पढ़ाई के लिए यूज कर सकती। आज मुझे इसका बहुत फायदा होता है।
Jan Aushadhi campaign was launched by the Department of Pharmaceuticals, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers in 2008. And it was revamped as Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana in 2015. Under the scheme, dedicated outlets known as Jan Aushadhi Kendra are open to provide generic medicines at affordable prices. Till May 2014, only 80 Jan Aushadhi stores were in operation in selected states, but the number of Jan Aushadhi stores has now increased to more than 8,700. Under the scheme, 739 districts of the country have been covered so far, and the government now plans to increase the number of such kendras to 10,500 by the end of March 2025. At present, these kendras make available more than 1,600 medicines and 250 surgical devices. The product basket of these kendras covers all major therapeutic groups such as cardiovascular, anti-cancers, anti-diabetics, gastrointestinal medicines and nutraceuticals. In addition to this, some Ayush products like Ayu Raksha Kit, Bal Raksha Kit and Ayush 64 tablet as immunity boosters have been added to their product basket. Suvidha sanitary pads are also available across all kendras at only 1 rupee per pad. Pharmaceuticals and Medical Devices Bureau of India, the implementing agency of the Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana, invites applications from individuals, unemployed pharmacists, government-nominated agencies, NGOs, trusts and societies for opening of new Jan Aushadhi Kendra. Residents of small towns and block headquarters can avail the opportunity to open Jan Aushadhi Kendra. The scheme provides for incentive for various categories including women, SC or ST, hill districts, island districts and northeastern states. This will ensure easy reach of affordable medicines to the people in every nook and corner of the country.
Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashwani ke saath can be accessed on Twitter at AIR News Alerts, News on AIR official YouTube channel, News on AIR app, Facebook and Instagram handles. So tune in to All India Radio News for Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashwani ke saath.
देश भर में धूम मचाए ज्ञान का ये उपहार, मोबाइल पे आजादी क्वेस्ट आया आजादी का इतिहास। डाउनलोड करे आजादी क्वेस्ट, ये लो जीतो ढेरों इनाम, मौका पाए जुड़ने का रेडियो और डीडी के साथ। सिर्फ खेल नहीं उत्सव है, आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है, आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है।
डाउनलोड करें आजादी क्वेस्ट ऐप और पाएं ढेरों इनाम।
The Government of India has announced Special Campaign 2.0 from October the 2nd to October the 31st, 2022, with a focus on Swachhata and reducing pendency in government. Special Campaign 2 reinforces the importance of timely disposal of references and a clean workspace. In an exclusive interview to AIR News, Secretary Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances V. Srinivas shared the expectations and ambition of Special Campaign 2.0 after the successful run of Special Campaign 1.0.
The specific focus of Special Campaign 2.0 would be digitization. The thrust is to create intra-ministerial portals, 100% digital receipts. Ministries have been requested to use compactors and clear electronic scrap. For enhancement of office spaces, they've been asked to establish wellness centers, improve office corridors. Automatic power systems in case of conference halls, library spaces, electric vehicle charging systems should be operationalized.
The News Services Division of All India Radio will bring this exclusive interview in Spotlight tonight. To listen to the interview, stay tuned to FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:15 p.m. onwards. This interview will also be available on our YouTube channels, News on AIR Official, and on our website newsonair.gov.in.
In the Women's T20 Asia Cup, India were 135 for 4 in 18 overs against Sri Lanka as Sylhet in Bangladesh when reports last came in. Sri Lanka won the toss and elected to field. Earlier, defending champions Bangladesh beat Thailand by 9 wickets in the opening game of the tournament. Set to score 83 runs for a win, the hosts achieved the victory target in the 12th over. Thailand were all out for 82 in the 20th over. In the 36th edition of the National Games being held in Gujarat, Haryana is leading the medals tally with 16 medals, including 9 gold, 3 silver and 4 bronze. Hosts Gujarat won the first gold medal in the men's table tennis team event, beating Maharashtra in the finals. Top Indian athletes, weightlifter Mirabai Chanu, shooter Ilavanil Valarivan and fencer Bhavani Devi lived up to expectations, winning gold medals in their respective events yesterday. In athletics, 9 games records were broken in the action-packed day. Monita Prajapati of Uttar Pradesh created the new games record in the women's 20-kilometer walk, clocking a commendable 1 hour 38 minutes 20 seconds. In the men's 1500 meters, 17-year-old Parvez Khan rewrote a 28-year-old record as he clocked an impressive 3 minute 40.89 seconds to clinch the gold medal. 2018 Asian Games decathlon champion Swapna Burman, competing for Madhya Pradesh, claimed the women's high jump record with a clearance of 1.83 meters, while Praveen Chitravel of Tamil Nadu won the gold in triple jump with a games record effort of 16.68 meters.
Cyclone Ian is lashing South Carolina in its second U.S. landfall after carving a swathe of deadly destruction across the state of Florida. Local media reports that it struck near Georgetown, about 60 miles northeast of Charleston, packing maximum sustained winds of 85 miles an hour. It is expected to dissipate by tonight near the border of North Carolina and Virginia.
Now let's have a look at the weather across the country today. National capital Delhi will have a mainly clear sky. Mumbai is likely to have a partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Kolkata will have a partly cloudy sky with possibility of moderate rain or thunderstorm. Jammu, Srinagar and Muzaffarabad will have a partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. 5G services launched in the country. Prime Minister says instead of being a mere consumer, New India will be the leader in developing and implementing the technology. Digital India program has a big vision of development with the aim to take the technology to the common people, says the Prime Minister. President Draupadi Murmu to award the cleanest states and cities in New Delhi today. Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur to launch Swachh Bharat 2022 at Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. UGC allows higher education institutions to create 25% supernumerary seats for foreign students. New Delhi condemns continued targeting of innocent students at educational places in Afghanistan. Haryana leads the medals table at the National Games 2022 with 9 gold, 3 silver and 4 bronze. And in women's cricket, T20 Asia Cup begins at Sylhet in Bangladesh. Hosts Bangladesh defeat Thailand by 9 wickets in the tournament opener. Match between India and Sri Lanka underway. And with that, we end the Midday News.